Parks. Great cities have great parks. And all the great cities of America. And you look at their cities and you look at their downtown and you also see in their neighborhoods and in their downtown, and downtown is a neighborhood, is these wonderful parks. And around those parks, they become really the attraction for jobs, the attraction for quality of life, the attraction for housing, and it is the catalyst for so many other things. And people ask, why do we do parks downtown? Well, because the spinoff and the reality is the spinoff from them is so dramatic and so huge, it makes a huge difference in what we're trying to accomplish. So over the years, recently we've had 14 acres of new park space and open space downtown, from McPherson Commons to North Bank Park, and we now add another 9 acres for Columbus Commons. And little backstory here, when we're trying to decide what the name Columbus. North Bank Park, one of the first major parks built in our downtown. This place, before this was built, it was just the ugly hill that blocked all views into our downtown. It was totally inaccessible, and it wasn't even noticed. Now it is a beautiful park, and that the park is now the #1 requested park and #1 requested spot for folks getting married in the city of Columbus. And you have to book it a year in advance just to get married at North Bank Park. And then what we're doing on Whittier Peninsula and Grange Audubon Center, I want to thank Metro Park System for being our partner in that regard as well. And Columbus Commons, and it takes an entire group of folks, business community, civic leaders, neighborhood leaders, to step up to make these things happen. It's not just all government. Mike Morris of AEP stepped up in a major way and made the largest single private investment in a public park ever in the history of this city, in the South Mile. And he's here today, and I'm glad he's here. And so, Guy, tell us about this wonderful thing that'll be one of the great tourist attractions and place where people can gather and be at in our downtown.
Thank you, Mayor. Very, very pleased to talk about the South Mile, and it will be the regional park for our community when it's finished next June, and it will be finished next June because our chairman, Mike Morris, has said that we will be done on time, on budget, and that will happen. That being said, the South Mile Park is in the redevelopment of the riverfront from a green perspective has been discussed for, frankly, decades. And I don't know, but how many know, but there was a very important meeting in January of 2007, I believe, and it was with the mayor and Mike Morris, and the mayor was asking Mike if he would be willing to lead this effort, and Mike said, I believe in partnerships, and I believe in 50-50 partnerships. And that being said, Mr. Morris and the Mayor Coleman have led an effort to raise $44 million to build this park. And it is 50-50, $22 million each. And it would not even happen without the contributions and the generosity of many of these companies who are the major employers in our downtown. And I just want to mention some of them. AEP is the lead $10 million investment. The City of Columbus, a $10 million investment. Franklin County, a $5 million investment. State of Ohio, $5 million investment. Nationwide, the Dispatch, the Huntington, $2 million each. And other contributions from Columbia Gas, the Limited, Battelle, Scott's, just to name a few. But there are literally at least a dozen more companies that have stepped up, along with the federal government. And so it is now becoming a reality. And we've started with the promenade, and as you can see, construction continues even throughout the snow. Messer Construction's leading that effort. MSI is our architect. We think this is going to be a world-class park. This promenade is going to have places for families to gather and play in these interactive canals, play chess and cards and swing and along the colonnade, as well as a new fountain right across from the Supreme Court building named the Huntington Plaza. We're building a new cafe, a new world-class fountain, 150,000 square foot fountain. This is the signature of this new park. AEP is the sponsor for it, and it will rival no other fountain in the world. It will be a signature piece for our city, a new amenity, something that will help us attract conventions and other things to our community. A new amphitheater along in the South Mile as well, that Columbus Rec and Parks is going to manage this new park, and there'll be new concerts there. And when we're finished in June of next year, Bicentennial Park will look very much like this. 150,000 square foot fountain, over 1,000 jets, halos. As you can see, it's going to be very, very interesting. And you see the new Main Street Bridge in the background. It's going to complement the South Mile very much as well.